Hello, welcome to a new video. It's your boy LpsHoney, and today we're plugging in. We're accessing some rather interesting accessories, I guess, capsule machine items, whatever you'd like to refer to them as. I bought a bunch of them. Why? I don't know. Instead of Alcoholics Anonymous, you just catch me at Collectibles Anonymous. Anyway, along with the Surveillance family furniture I unboxed like last week, I think it was, I also got some Gachapon capsule machine, whatever you want to call it, capsules with like furniture inside. It's kind of hard to explain, but let me tell you, okay? We have capsule machines over here in Australia, and like the most you can get out of them is probably like a bouncy rubber ball, but in Japan, oh my god, it's like a gold mine for miniature furniture and accessories. A few years ago when I went to Japan, I had the privilege of going into some stores that had so many capsule machines, and let me just tell you, it is really overwhelming. You're like, oh my god, everything's like $2, I don't know what to spend my money on. And yeah, it's pretty intense, but what's awesome is that there's sellers in Japan who sell like full sets of these capsule like miniature items. So your girl went on to Bai, of course, like, Bai, can y'all sponsor me please? I'm really paying your bills here and you aren't paying mine. Hello? I actually emailed Bai and they ignored me. They're probably like, boy, get out of here, blocked. Anyway, like I was saying, I bought them from there. I bought them using Rakuten, and I will leave the sellers' names in the description down below because they sell a lot of these Gachapon items. So anyway, let's just get on to opening them up because you're probably sick of me rambling right now, and I'll show you all the items I got and also tell you the prices I paid. So welcome to Yield Trusty Floor. Of course, we know her, we love her. So I apologize if you see any hair on the floor. I feel like I'm literally balding. No joke, but also kind of a joke. Haha. Anyway, so these are all the sets I got here. Each little pile is its own full set. Those ones didn't come in capsules, they just came in a bag, but they are part of capsules. So I don't know. By the way, do you guys say capsules or capsules? I say capsules, but I feel like I'm gonna get roasted if I keep saying it that way, so that's why I'm saying capsules. But I don't know, either way I'm probably wrong, so each little pile has a different type of accessory slash set. So this one here is actually kind of like a courtroom set, which is freaking amazing because we all know I love a good drama LPS movie or series, so this is definitely going to come in handy. Over here we of course have a bit of horror jumping out. We have some cauldrons and they have different colors and patterns on them, and they actually do light up. Over here we have thrones for castles as well as like crowns and stuff like that. Oh, we love it. Over here we have kind of like appliances and cables and stuff like that. Might seem like a bit of an odd set to get, but I am going to be using this in my Echo series. So like, trust me, the wires and stuff like that are going to come in real handy. This one here is actually more of the thrones. It's just identical to these ones over here, and the reason I got two is because in the set you only get one of each, and if you're going to have a king and a queen or something like that, you need another like pair, so I bought another package of that. And this one here is kind of like electronic appliances, so like speakers and stereo systems and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna get on to opening them because I'm so excited. Also, there will be timestamps in the description down below, so if you only want to see a specific set, you can just skip ahead. So for example, if you only want to see what the thrones look like, feel free to just skip ahead to the time in the description down below. Is this mic on? Welcome back to my regular filling space. I've now opened up actually all of the packs, all of the sets of miniature items, and I'm going to show you them one by one, starting of course with our courtroom set. So I'm going to talk about the pros and cons because I think they're all really good, but they all have their drawbacks as well. So first of all, these podiums. As you can see, they're a little big. At the moment my mascot's actually on a little table to give her some height, but I'm sure if you had just like taller chairs, it'd be fine. This ferret is currently on a chair and it works pretty well, not from this angle, but if you're holding it from up above, it's completely fine.
I would just like to say, I'm a meerkat, not a ferret.
Hush. Anyway, so these are the two smaller sized podiums. They come in like a lighter and darker wood. It actually looks pretty realistic even though they're plastic. Like if I didn't know better, I'd think these were made out of wood. It looks pretty realistic. Also, the microphones that these come with are adjustable so you can move the actual mic up and down. Then we have the witness stands, which again are pretty tall but kind of work. Like I could definitely use this as kind of holding a prisoner behind bars when he's in the courtroom instead of having them handcuffed. However, if you use a chair, your pets can definitely see over the top. So this particular set comes with 5 pieces. So we have the 2 smaller podiums with a microphone each, the 2 witness stands, and then also this 3rd podium, which as you can see is quite a bit bigger. I personally kind of see this as kind of like a press podium when for example, like a person who's being convicted comes out of the courtroom and they give their press statement. The podium usually like looks like this, or maybe you're just having a press conference and this is the kind of podium they'd use. And because of that, it does come with 2 microphones. They're removable and the same as the other 2, so you can really use them wherever and for whatever. But just to note, this one is technically smaller but taller as well. That's kind of the drawback for me, is that they're a bit tall. Like I said, if you use, for example, a table, which is what I'm using for my mascot back here, you'll be completely fine, or just any slightly taller furniture, you'll be fine. But if you want to put your LPS just straight on the ground, they're not going to be tall enough. So that's kind of the only drawback, but it kind of works in your favor because you want it to be higher up because it's like an authority figure. But yeah, so I guess you could kind of decide for yourself whether or not this would work if you're interested in these. I'll put the price on screen now, which is what I paid for this full set. I think it was pretty worth it. I'm definitely going to get use out of it in future videos. So let me get out of this courtroom before I get arrested for something. And let's move on to our next set, which is kind of like a stereo system set. Ta-da! So this set also came with 5 pieces, all individually wrapped in their little capsules. And I love this set. It's probably my 2nd favorite out of everything I got today. So I'll just give you all a look. Here it is. It's pretty much a stereo system. So we have the 2 speakers on the side, 2 different versions. So if you like your things symmetrical, this might bother you a bit, but it doesn't really bother me too much. They're just, you know, stereos, nothing really to them. We also have, I actually thought this was like a little pamphlet or something, but it's actually a sleeve to hold a miniature record. How cute! And that is for our record player. You guys may have seen me use my homemade record player in a few videos, but it's really cool to actually have a more modern, actually movable one. Like you can move the needle, put the record on. Oh, it's stuck. Boy, get out of there. You can put the record on. There we go. And then put the needle back on and close it up. And I don't know, it just looks very realistic. I'm thinking of maybe painting some little like details on it, on the buttons and stuff, to make it just a bit more than just plain silver. And of course, besides the record player, you get 2 stereo sound systems. These are so awesome. I love how they look. So not only can you use them as stereos, which is what they're intended for, but for me, these are actually going to be used in my Echo series because they're kind of modern, space age looking. They can really just look like any electronic system you wanted to. And compared to an LPS, they're quite big, like a lot of the accessories in here. So it may not be the best for stereo systems because of the size, but for what I'm using it for, it's perfect. And what's amazing about these is if you turn them around, there's a switch on the back and you can turn both of them on and they light up. How cool does that look? Like, come on, that looks so freaking cool. So just like the record player, there's a lot of buttons but not a lot of actual details, so I may end up painting some of these buttons myself. But just like this, I think it looks amazing, and the batteries do come included, so you don't need to put your own batteries in, which is awesome because it's always a nice money saver. I'm getting so tongue-tied today, I'm like talking faster than my mouth will allow. But yes, that is our sound system set. I think it's worth it. Like I said, this is my second favorite set, and I will show you my favorite set next. But I definitely think it's worth it. Here's the price. They did have another set where the lights glowed green and it actually made sound. I didn't get that version because I thought the sound would kind of interrupt me while I'm trying to film. But if that's something you're interested in, they definitely do sell it. So continuing with interactive items, is it really an LpsHoney video if I don't mention something horror related? Because behind me we have our next set, and that is a bunch of witches' cauldrons. So once again, there's 5 in total. A lot of the Gachapon sets come with 5 items if you buy them complete, though some do come with 4. But this one here comes with pretty much every single design is different, but it comes with 2 different types of cauldrons. We have the front 2, which have a little, what's it called, like a pentacle or pentagram. I just looked it up, it is a pentagram. Apologies to all the witches out there. I do love witchcraft stuff, so I should really know this, but I guess it just slipped my mind. But you get 2 designs with a pentagram on the front, and they both come with little handles as well. And then the other 3 designs are a bit more basic. They just kind of have lines on the cauldrons, but they do come with removable stands, which you can put on these ones as well. But what's really cool about these is that, like I said, they all come with their own special designs and they light up. We have this kind of dark green swirl effect, which actually glows blue for some reason. We have this purple effect here, which kind of looks like a spell's been cast. And this one actually changes color, so I think it might be like the special design. Then these 3 back here, we have this green one, which is the same design as the purple one, just green. We also have a pink version of it. And then we have an orange swirl. So all of these come with the batteries included, just like the sound system set, and you just kind of pull the tab out, and then from there you can just turn it on. Ta-da! I'm not sure how well it's showing up on camera, but in person it's a bit more darker than it is on camera, and it looks so cool. It kind of looks kind of 3D, like you could fall into it. So I'll turn them all on so you can get an idea of the colors. So this is the color changing one, which is pretty cool. I was a little worried that they were all going to change color, but thankfully only one of them cycles through and the other 4 are just a static 1 color. So this is really cool. I hope it's showing up okay because my camera is a bit bright at the moment. And then for the other 3, we have green, that's a bit better. You can kind of see the color now. Let me see if I can switch it over. This is the one that's cycling through. And then, while it's focused, this is the blue one. This one looks so cool on camera. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then we have the pink one. Which way? That way. So this is the pink design. As you can see, it's really bright, like it's just like lighting up my whole hand. And then we have the orange design. This is probably the least brightest out of all of them, so I'm not sure if the batteries are running low or what, but it still looks really cool. Very, very Halloween themed with this one. So these are definitely my favorite set. I love how you can turn them all on, and they're so bright. You can actually see it reflecting on the back of my cardboard over there. But yes, these are definitely worth it. Here's the price I paid. I would highly recommend them if you're looking for some items for maybe spooky videos, Halloween photos, or if you just like witchcraft in general. This is for you. I honestly can't really see a drawback to these because, like I said, the batteries are included. There's all different designs and you can move the stands on and off. so it's just a really great set. I feel like maybe the only drawback I could see is you need to change the batteries eventually when they run out, but I've had no problems with them so far, so I feel like the batteries would last quite a long time. So on to the next set, which is actually another electronic set. However, this set isn't interactive, meaning it doesn't turn on or anything like that. So let's go. Okay, so this next set is probably my least favorite, but it's also the cheapest. I think it was only $8 US, which was pretty good, but I kind of got what I paid for. I expected more than what I got, so it's kind of my own fault, but it still was a little disappointing. So I'll show you everything and then talk about why I'm not super impressed with this set. So here's the items. Like I said, it's an electronic pack, so you get a bunch of different just regular household items here, and as you can see, they all have a cord. Ta-da! Comes with a plug on the end. I'm not sure how well it's focusing, but I thought the cord itself was going to be like a flexible plastic, but it's just a piece of string. Like the plug at the end's plastic at least, but I was kind of disappointed that they just used string. Like it's quite cheap and it'll probably eventually rip, but yeah, that's kind of the main reason I bought these, for the cord and the plug, because I was going to cut them off and use them for customs that I had planned. Wow, this autofocus, sir. But yeah, that was the plan. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that because it's just a piece of string. But like I said, these were the cheapest, so I got what I paid for. But there's a few different items. There's a phone charger, and at least the phone is removable. And then we actually have a power board as well for all the items to plug into. And yes, the plugs do actually fit, which is pretty cool. But besides the power board, each set actually comes with these, which are little power points, and they just stand up by themselves. So you can put them against a wall to make it look a bit more realistic, but the plugs fit in these as well. Ta-da! So I do like that addition, and I'm definitely going to be using these in videos. I just wish it wasn't string. If it was regular plastic, it would have worked out perfectly. But it was $8, so I can't complain too much. I would recommend it if you're looking for some electronic items with cords or string cords. But if you're looking for a more sturdy material, maybe steer clear of this one because even the plastic feels a bit cheaper. Now, onto the final items, which are probably the most grand items out of everything here. So let's begin. I crown the Queen Honey. I'm sorry, but this just looks sick. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Me on my dark crown with my skull handles, like what? But that brings us to our last set, which is indeed thrones, royal thrones to be exact. There's 3 different kinds. These 2 are identical, just different colors. So we have kind of like the classic gold and red. Then we have more of kind of like, it kind of looks like a bit weathered, a bronze color with even the red's a bit darker. And then we have kind of like the evil throne. It has little horns and skulls at the end. I love this one so much, and as you can see, it can fit LPS. Different sized LPS can fit perfectly fine on these as well, so do not worry, they will fit. Detail on these is really good, like the paint jobs and all the little intricate pieces that are molded in. You do have to assemble these yourself, but it's super easy, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. There's only like, what, 5 or 6 pieces you need to click together and then you're done. As we can see, I have a crown, and because of that, not only does it come with 3 thrones, it also comes with kind of like an accessory pack. Ta-da! It looks a little lame, I'm gonna be honest, but the accessories are pretty cool. You get a crown, which can fit LPS, and to be honest, it fits kind of perfectly, and the detail on it's pretty good. You also get a staff, which has pretty good detail as well, and whatever this thing is, I don't know what the actual name of this thing is or what it's for, but it always just looks like a little grenade, like a royal grenade. And besides rolling around in all this luxurious gold, it also comes with probably the most disappointing item, this chest. chest. This is meant to be a chest to keep the royal items inside of, but it's just a red box. I mean, it would have looked so good if they had put the amount of detail they put into the chairs into this with like little carved in pieces. Maybe have made it a wood color similar to the witness stand, but no, they just gave you a red box. So you can open it up. It's just plain inside. I probably won't really use this for anything important because it is a bit of a letdown, but it did come with the accessories, so I can't complain too much. And it also came with a little red carpet. It's a bit short, but still useful, so I will use it. So here's the price I paid for this set. I think this one's worth it as well. I really love the detail. The only drawback is of course the chest set. I think you can actually get this set without the chest and accessories, just the 3 thrones, and you do save a bit of money. So definitely check that out if you don't want all this. But I do think the accessories are worth it. So you it's kind of like a double-edged sword because the accessories are really cool, but you have to get the chest. And if you don't want the chest, you don't get the cool accessories. So I'd recommend the set. It's great for fantasy themed videos, which is what I'm going to be using it for in the future. And with that being said, that's the end. So let's flash back to how things were originally and I'll end the video. So ladies and gents, do I think Gachapon sets are worth it? Heck yes. They are definitely worth it. They are a great cheap alternative to getting furniture and interactive items for your LPS, especially the items that light up. I feel like usually you'd end up paying quite a lot of money for them if they were sold in like Australia or maybe even the US, but buying them this way is much cheaper. Of course, it's even cheaper to actually buy them in Japan physically, but you know, there's still a pandemic going on, so that ain't happening anytime soon. But I hope this was kind of helpful for people wondering whether or not these Gachapon sets were pretty good. I think the ones I bought were, and like I said, I'll leave a link to the seller in the description down below because everything was bought from the same seller. So do go check them out. I believe everything's still available. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't really checked since I bought them, but they do have other sets which are really good as well. Like I said, some of the electronic items are going to be seen in my LPS Echo series very soon, and some of the other ones are going to be seen a bit later because they are for a series and videos I have planned for later on. But I hope you'll enjoy seeing them. I'm really happy with everything I got, and besides the set with the cables being made out of string, everything was a pleasant surprise on how good the quality was. So I'm gonna wrap things up here because I have to go film a video for my other channel, Maddie Mochi, and I will see you guys next time. If you enjoyed, like always, don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!